All right, welcome. This is another video for my Sovereign Network series, and this is troubleshooting getting my old PC that I purchased for about 200 and the network interface card that I purchased for about 60, getting that online and working. It actually was not booting up at all. The power supply was getting battery. Or was getting it was getting power. So if I switch to back, we can see this green indicator light here says that the power supply is working. But the problem is if I come over here, we can see that uh, the power button on the device is just blinking and nothing else. So so what I did was I opened it up and noticed that there's a battery on the motherboard, as there is in every motherboard, typically like a watch battery, something like that. So that because the BIOS is, um, if we remember from my LPIC series, the BIOS is basically its own computer with its own power supply, and the power supply is a battery. So I replaced that battery, and the good news is the fan is now spinning up. Um, so I feel like that's progress, but to be honest, I don't remember exactly if it was spinning up V4 or not. So what I'm going to do is yank the power supply, and now we can see that fan is spun down. And then what I want to do is um, I want to replace that battery back with the old one that I thought was burnt out, and see if that fan wasn't spinning when that was burnt out. So I'm gonna do that here. I'm gonna yank this out. Okay, it doesn't snap in because it's 8x and not 16x. But okay, so then I will take the battery out. Which is very difficult to do. I still don't know how I did it the first time. I kind of didn't do it. It just kind of magically came out. But I'm trying to turn it upside down and then have gravity pull it out, but I don't think that's the best way to go about it. Now, I'm lucky I've got this long fingernail, otherwise it would not come out at all. Alright, so trying to get that battery out. Yeah, it's not coming out. Alright, well, let's take a closer look and let me put my water somewhere else so it doesn't spill. Um, so there's the battery right there. I'm trying to, with my finger, go down and, I think there's a latch there. So if I push that in, I feel like it can come up, but I'm having quite the difficult time in doing that. So how I did it last time was I held that latch, turned it upside down, and kind of shook it a little until the battery just fell out. But that doesn't seem to be... Ah, there we go. That worked. Okay, great. All right, so here's the other battery. It's clear which side is which. So put this old battery in. All right, the old battery is slotted down in, and then I'll add the card again. I don't need to. I just want to see if uh, my suspicion that the replacement of the battery caused that fan to come on is true. So I've got the card slotted in again. Let me switch this. We can see the batteries in there now. The card is slotted into a 16x slot, even though it's an 8x connector. So now I'm going to plug the PC in. And, okay, so it looks like the fan does come on. So it looks like there was no difference in uh, changing the battery out. That didn't solve the issue. It's in the same state that it was at before the battery was changed out, and it's stuck at this state even with the card removed. So it it seems to not be doing the power on self test at all. So the battery wasn't the fix, and not only that, it looks like the original battery that came with it wasn't even burnt out. So I could just put this in a drawer and have it on hand. It was only like $5 or $6. Um, yeah, that's the end of this video. Unfortunately, that didn't solve the problem. Um, the everything that is happening here, the power supply being in green, the power button flashing in yellow, and the fan spinning up, that happens with the old battery as well as the new battery. There's no difference there. I thought maybe the fan started spinning up now where it wasn't spinning up before, but we just saw when I put that old battery back in, the fan does spin up. So what happens is it I hit the power button here, the fan will start spinning up, and usually if it's failing a power on self test, you'll hear a beep, an audible beep, but I'm not hearing that, so I'm gonna have to get a bit more sophisticated and do some research online, and see you in the next video.